Eddie Hearn did an interview with Sky Sports in the past couple of days, and judging by what he said in this interview, a fight between Anthony Joshua and Hughie Fury in November seems unlikely at this particular point. And the reason being, according to Hearn, and let me quote him directly here, he says, "We've offered Hughie to fight a couple of times in the past, and last week Peter dropped me a line asking if we are still interested in the fight. We are talking to a few possible opponents about a November fight for AJ, and Hughie is in the IBF top 15. I'm happy to put him in the mix. As I understand it, Hughie has a UCAD hearing in November, so I'm not sure how that will affect things." So this is the problem, people. As I explained in a previous video about this whole drug testing situation with both Furies, Tyson and Hughie, neither one of them has been let off the hook. They've simply had their suspensions lifted so they can fight, but they have to go before a panel to face their ultimate fate, I guess, if you want to use that type of terminology, to find out whether they're going to be banned or whether they're going to be exonerated. That has not yet happened, and according to Hearn here, he says Hughie Fury's hearing is going to be in November. Now, if he signs a fight between Joshua and Hughie Fury for November, that's going to be very difficult, isn't it? I mean, how can you sign a fight when the guy's got a hearing in the same month? Unless the hearing happens after the fight, and they can guarantee that the hearing will happen after the fight, then it's almost impossible to make this fight. If the hearing is going to be before the fight, then forget about it, because they don't know whether Hughie Fury is going to get banned or not. And if he got banned, then obviously the show would have to get cancelled, they lose a load of money, etc., etc. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Hopefully more details will emerge in the next few days if they have a particular date that they're looking at for the Joshua pay-per-view in November, and if they have a particular date for the hearing that Hughie Fury, according to Hearn, is going to be having in that month. Now, this is not a case of anybody ducking anybody. That's become clear now, because information which was not publicly available before now is publicly available. And the information I'm talking about is the fact that Hughie Fury was suspended, and he's only just had his suspension lifted. So he did turn down the Joshua fight several times, and he's turned it down in the past few weeks. And there was us thinking, well, maybe he's not let me not speak for everybody. There was me thinking maybe he's not confident enough to take the fight, this, that, and the other. Some people were saying, oh, it's because of health reasons. Well, I don't think he turned down the fight in the past couple of weeks because of health reasons. Do you mean to tell me that, 3 weeks ago, he was too ill to fight Joshua, but now, coincidentally, since he's had his ban lifted, now he's all of a sudden hale and hearty and he's perfectly fit again to fight Joshua? Come on, people. That's just a bit too much of a coincidence, isn't it? We've already had Tyson Fury pulling out of the Klitschko fight on the same day that he got banned. And now you're trying to tell me that Hughie Fury's health condition has had a dramatic turn for the better ever since he had his ban lifted? Are you kidding me? What's going on here? Like I say, in my opinion, is the only reason that Hughie Fury turned down the fight in the first place is because he was, suspended. That's what it is. Now, let me quote Peter Fury here, because some people may dispute the idea that Peter Fury and the Furies actually did turn down the AJ fight. And when I say the Furies, I'm talking about Peter and his son, not Tyson Fury. This is Peter Fury talking a few days ago. He said, "We are up for the fight if they want it." He's talking about a Joshua fight. "We've been offered it a few times and turned it down. But the only time we would ever do that is on health issues. That's okay now. We've got to the bottom of it, and we're looking forward to taking this fight. You'll see a different Hughie Fury when he comes out again." As I just already said, is Peter Fury here trying to tell us that Hughie Fury's medical condition has taken a dramatic improvement just in the past couple of weeks, because they turned this fight down a couple of weeks ago? Come on, people. How likely does that seem to you? So, yeah. Either way, it don't seem like it's going to happen in November anyway, because of the fact that Hughie Fury has this hearing. So, it is what it is. Maybe in the future, if the Furies get cleared and there isn't any type of ban in place. I mean, imagine if Tyson and Hughie got banned. It would be very controversial because they still haven't explained why it took UCAD so long to suspend Tyson and Hughie. That is bizarre why it took them that long. That needs explaining as far as I'm concerned. That's very unusual. Either way, if they did get banned, whether they're guilty or innocent, you know, maybe they could get set up and banned unjustly. I'm not discounting the possibility of stuff like that happening. It does happen. I think in most instances that's not the case, but occasionally stuff like that can happen. Either way, if they were to get banned, I would imagine Tyson Fury will get stripped of his belts. They'd probably be given back to Vladimir Klitschko. Maybe. Would they be given back to Vladimir Klitschko? I don't know, actually. Because as far as I'm aware, he tested clean for the Klitschko fight. So I don't know. Maybe he gets stripped of his belts, but Vladimir wouldn't get them back. And they'd just be made vacant. And maybe Vladimir would get to fight for one of them. That would be crazy. Then you might see other fighters out there, Luis Ortiz and a lot of the other contenders, Povetkin, David Haye. You see a lot of the guys out there scrambling to get a piece of the belt. If that was to happen, if Tyson Fury was to get some type of ban. That'd be crazy, man. Let me know what you feel about this particular story, people, in terms of the Hughie Fury AJ fight looking unlikely for November. And let me know what you think about the possibility of Hughie or Tyson getting banned and what the ramifications of that would be. Would Tyson Fury get stripped? Obviously, it depends how long the ban is. Would he get stripped? What would happen to the belts? Would they go back to Vladimir? Would they just be made vacant and it be open season for all these contenders to fight for them? Maybe some of you would like that. Drop your comments in the comment section below, people. Let me know how you feel. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.